Hi, hello. Here are 10 tips to study for PMP certification. When people really start to practice the exams, sometimes they get demotivated because many of the questions they go wrong. And there is a way to prepare. So let me make it upfront very clear that PMP certification is not that easy. At the same time, it is not that difficult as well. So you should not be overconfident. You should give the due diligence required while preparing for the PMP exam. So I've summarized this mind map into 10 main points. The first point is, do not waste your time mastering the inputs, tools and techniques and outputs. So there are 49 processes in PMBOK, and each process has a set of inputs, tools and techniques and outputs. So remembering this for all the 49 processes is humanly impossible. So you don't spend too much time in by-hearting those things. So it is humanly impossible to by-heart them. It is not worth it. At the same time, you may get 5-6 questions out of 200 questions on this ITTO. If you get it right, well and good. At the same time, don't spend too much time preparing for that. So point number 1 is, do not waste your time mastering inputs, tools and techniques and outputs. Just try to understand the concept. That is more important. Point number 2, understand the professional ethics of the project managers. So PMI has given professional ethics for project managers, and if any of our answers are in violation to any of these professional ethics listed there, most probably the answer will be wrong. So we should learn to answer the questions within the premises of the professional ethics of the project managers. So it will act as a good mental checklist. If any of your answers are in violation to the professional ethics, then it is wrong. So we must learn to answer the questions in line with the professional ethics of project managers. That is tip number 2. Then tip number 3, learn to answer to the question. Read the question very, very carefully before answering them. That means there can be which of the following is not, which of the following is, which of the following is most correct, or which of the following is the least correct. So those kind of phrases will be there. So concentration while reading the questions is very, very important. So learn to answer to the question. Read the question very, very carefully before answering them. That is point number 3. Point number 4 is, understanding the project management body of knowledge is a must, and there is no other shortcut. Maybe have a good mentor to guide you, because that is around 750 pages. Reading them sequentially, or most probably you will not complete it. It is very, very difficult. So that is exactly the reason why I am coming out with these mind map dictionaries, which has a mind map and a dictionary items which will explain the components of the mind map, and then it is followed by an assessment. So either have a good mentor who can simplify things for you, or you are most welcome to join our PMP proprietary online program, where we can make things easier for you. While reading the PMBOK, maybe you skip all the diagrams in the PMBOK. They are very complicated. So just try to understand the jargons. No need to even go in depth unless it is the critical path or earned value management. So you can confidently skip all the diagrams in the PMBOK because they are very tough. Point number 5, do not get overconfident. You will have to prepare well. There is no other shortcut. Because some people think that, okay, I have this many years of experience, so it must be a cakewalk for me. And when they realize that it is not a cakewalk, they lose heart and they lose motivation. So you will have to put in approximately 40 hours of your effort in preparing for your PMBOK. And if you are doing that course with us, this 40 hours include the 35 hours of the preparatory work. That means our course from day one onwards, it is focused on exam practice. So you will not be able to make progress unless you are thorough with the concepts, and we are working along with you. In fact, I'm making this mind map for one of my students who scored slightly less mark in the practice test, and I think he's losing interest. So this is exactly, I'm making this for him, and I'm recording it because others also can benefit it. So do not get overconfident. You'll have to prepare very well. At the same time, don't make it as complicated as your graduation. Maybe it is as difficult as one paper of your graduation. So that much due diligence you should give. Point number 6. Practice test is a must. Without exam practice, most probably you will fail. So you need a reasonably good knowledge of the project management body of knowledge, and you're coming with anyway 4 to 5 years of project experience, and exam practice is mandatory. Without exam practice, you most probably will fail, because there is a particular way of doing this test. So with exam practice, you fall into that style of answering that you'll have to pick up. Otherwise, most probably you'll fail. So exam practice can be monotonous. When you start scoring, initially you'll score only very less marks. That can be slightly frustrating, but be consistent with it. Second time you do the same test, you'll score more. 2-3 times you do that, you will be scoring around 85-90%, and that is the time when you go for the final exam. And point number 7. Do not go after every other mock test available in the market. Stick with a good sample. So you have two options, because there can be thousands of questions available in the market. So you go after all the thousands or 10,000 questions, and you will never become confident. My view is you pick up a very good sample set of questions for all knowledge areas. Do those questions again and again till you start scoring around 85-90% marks consistently. Then you can confidently go for the final exam, provided your fundamental understanding of PMBOK is good. That is point number 7. Point number 8. Nobody in this universe will be able to remember the PMBOK in its entirety. If you are unable to recollect everything, that is very normal. So I keep getting this feedback like, oh, when I read it, it was okay. Now I am unable to recollect it. This is a 750-page document. Nobody in this world will be able to recollect everything in the PMBOK. We are trying to make it easier for you by putting it in the form of mind maps. So all the 10 knowledge areas we'll be explaining in 10 mind maps, and at the end of it, once you understand these mind maps, you'll have these mental models, and it will be easy for you to recollect. But if you have to recollect the 760 page of text without any other mechanism, that is humanly impossible. So at times, if you feel like you are totally lost in PMBOK, that is a very normal feeling, and that is where we are helping you with these mind maps. Whenever you study, make notes. So this online preparation is not different from classroom preparation. If you have to really study something, you must take notes of it, or at least you try to mind map it, whether it is a YouTube video or whether you are listening to somebody or whether it is an online meeting. Please take your notes. Otherwise, everything will be in thin air. You will not be able to recollect anything. So leave the casual approach. Things are pretty serious. even while watching, take notes of or mind map it. So please shed your casual approach. Make it very serious. Then point number 10, try when you take the exam for the first time, you may score very less marks. That is very normal. Try again and again till you score around 85% on all practice tests. So keep repeating. So that 2-3 times you repeat the same questions, you will achieve this 85% very easily. So first time you score with less marks, don't worry, that is okay. So those are the 10 points. My advice would be, maybe you can download this mind map, understand this 10 points, and if you want to talk to me, please send me a message. I can help you out. Get in touch with me using the contact form of our blog, mindmapdictionary.com. That is mind map plus dictionary items. Mindmapdictionary.com. Use the contact link and send me a message, and I'll be answering your questions. Thank you very much.